welcome! I am the Overlord, and today we're going to find out what's to roguelike about Enter the Gungeon. Now, I could go on about this game for ages, but I'm specifically talking about it today because of their Farewell to Arms final update before Dodgeroll, the studio that developed this game, moves on to a new project, whatever that may be. I hope that they take some time off, they just close the studio, go on a nice vacation, because after a game like this, they certainly deserve it. So I'm going to be focusing on what's new in this update, and we're going to do that by playing one of the two new characters and the better of the two new characters. There's lots of stuff you can buy, lots of upgrades to purchase, lots of new stuff. One of the new exciting features is Rainbow Mode, where you rescue this guy and then he's like, yay! Rainbows! Which basically gives you a rainbow chest. Think of it like a draft mode. We're going to jump right in here. So, you get one rainbow chest per floor, and you can choose one item from it, and that's the only item you get, with the exception of maybe getting a master round. Other than that, you don't get anything else. All of the chests, there's no point in searching them out. They won't give you anything. So let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that thing. I forget what that does. Not fantastic, and I would much rather have a gun to start off this run as opposed to taking a passive and only being stuck with my starter gun. So let's take the strafe gun. And a cool thing about this new character is that he only has his one gun to start out with, but his passive item, no matter what gun you pick up, it pretends that you have all the requirements for the gun synergies. So basically, even the crappiest guns you find are pretty broken, and combining these two together is something else. So as you can see, we picked up one item from that rainbow chest, and he's like, I hope you made a wise choice. And then you just go. You play the Gungeon. If you're not familiar with the Gungeon at all, it's a top-down roguelite experience where you try to beat it, and you might die, and then you start all over again. But as you play through the game, not only do you get better at the rooms and the enemy patterns and sequences, but you also find more items to discover in the Gungeon. It's random which ones you find each run, but there's enough that each run's going to be completely different for quite a while. Unless you just, cheese the whole rainbow run thing, which makes the game, in some ways, a lot easier, especially if you're going for some of the tougher achievements, but at the same time, it just makes it fun. And they found, kudos for Dodgeroll for finding a way to balance out the crazy idea, because someone was like, hey, what if we just had rainbow chests all the time? And Dodgeroll was like, we don't want to say no to that, because that sounds like fun as heck, but we also want to have some semblance of balance in our game. So how do we do that? And I think they found a really good way of keeping the game somewhat challenging. If you just had infinite rainbow chests every floor, or if you had one each floor, you could get all the items plus everything else on the floor, then there wouldn't be a point of playing the game, because you'd auto-win. But now that they've done this, it creates basically like a draft mode. I do say, I wish there was a way that you could share seeds with people. Hey, this seed will create, this rainbow run draft, and maybe have a little text document spoiler log. That way you could do speedruns, because if there was a way to guarantee that everyone got the same seed when you did this, then it would be really fun to just, I rolled into the side there and got hit. That stinks. I feel like such a noob when I get hit on the first floor. It's so easy to dodge that. I'm utter trash garbage. Gunsnake bad, and other Reddit memes. But back to what I was saying before. If there was a way that you could set the seed, hey, everyone, jump on your stream, and we're going to do a Gungeon race. We're going to do a rainbow run race, which would basically be like a draft mode. at this seed just to see, you know, who can do it the fastest under the same exact circumstances. And I think that would create a really awesome, like, speedrunning community that would definitely pump more into the longitudinal, I almost said, longevity of the game. It would give it a lot more life, a lot more staying power far after, you know, the next project is released and everyone's talking about how great the next dodge roll game is. Or even if it's not that great, that's okay, because this game, like, I freaking love this game. Like, so as artists and creators, I hope that they're super proud of, like, and understand just how amazing of an experience this is. It's just so much fun, and they listened to people and they weren't worried, like, oh, well, we can't do things because we have to keep the game super challenging and have to do it to get good. They're like, nah, you know what? It's kind of random anyway, so let's just throw in a whole bunch of junk and let people get these occasionally super broken runs. Or in my case, but yeah, let's make a character where every gun you pick up automatically gets synergies and it makes it kind of crazy and broken. And they decided, well, we'll charge people for the privilege with the in-game credits, you know. But if you're someone like me who's been playing the game since, I think since maybe the supply drop update, so since near the beginning, you know, I wasn't OG, but I was pretty close. And I've gotten everything, and I have thousands of these credits sitting around. Then, is that not gonna break, really? Come on, break. You can get junk. I don't know if you can get junk in from that. Because if a chest breaks and an item falls out, you get a note saying, hey, you wouldn't be tempted by non-rainbow chests, would you? Okay, this is what we're looking for. Because this is a really easy way to get into the extra place, because you don't have to spend your keys on chests. And as you've noticed, I have 5 keys on the first floor, but since keys are basically worthless, with very few exceptions, it's like the game kind of trolling you for doing a rainbow run. It's like, oh hey, I bet you'd like these keys to open all these chests. Well, too bad. And with the rainbow run, it definitely behooves one to go to all of the extra floors, because each floor you go to is one item of your choosing. So let's see, I'm going to break this because we will need some junk later on. I want to show off the secret area that they just added for this update. That's fun. It's sort of weird because it has a set design, as in, like, the floor pattern's exactly the same no matter how many times you go there. The enemies are occasionally a bit different, but it's also super fun. Just a cool aesthetic compared to the rest of it. I kind of wish there was more to it. But we'll see that in just a little bit. First, we gotta get there. And we're gonna get some items. Okay, rare candy's good. Yellow chamber. I might take the yellow chamber just because it gives us some curse, which means we get more money. But money's kind of worthless, so maybe not. Clear gunstone can heal us. The rare candy, though, or magic candy, gives us all sorts of stats. I'm not crazy about any of these guns, but the Star Pew watering can is pretty good with synergies. I think it becomes gil. You know what? Let's do the magic candy. Rare candy, level up, da-da-da-dun. And hopefully we find some ammo, because when I did this before, I definitely had a huge problem with, like, running out of ammo and then not being able to find any, but one of my guns was also the makeshift cannon that only has 1 ammo, so it's not too surprising. Also, we are cruising now. The rare candy was a good choice. I feel good with this. You're just running around. Once you get some move speed, like, it's just heckin' amazing. It's like, who would have thought that move speed would be so important in a game like this? But it really is. It's easier to dodge bullets, it's easier to dodge patterns. You can outrun some bullets that originally you're supposed to, like, dodge roll through. You can bamboozle them. Just kite them around like that. They don't even know what's coming. Ooh! Almost ran into that. I also have a mode that's been around for a while, but I like it a lot, where you just move faster when there's no enemies. Yeah, look at this. I can just run around. I don't even have to try. Just running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. I didn't think that was where this was gonna take me, but I'm happy it did. It's good stuff. Now, so he's just sitting there. We already have 2 junks, so I'm not too concerned about getting more junk. But yeah, so something would have dropped out of this chest. I hope it wasn't junk can. It might have been like a weak gun or something. And he just says, hey, I took this so you won't be tempted by non-rainbow chests. Signed, your rain, buddy. So finding the secrets is actually not that useful either. Because a lot of times they contain chests. They're just kind of worthless. So it's like, yeah, you get some really broken things, but it also kind of trolls you a little bit. Which is, I think, exactly what you could have expected from the Rainbow runs. There's also a character called the Paradox that you might have seen. Honestly, I like the Gunslinger a lot better than the Paradox, because I just like broken synergies. But that's really cool, because you start with a random, like, infinite ammo gun that one of the other Gungeoneers has. You start with a random gun of any tier, and you start with a random passive of any tier. So it's like you could get, like, the railgun, you could start out with, like, the budget revolver, a railgun prototype, and a clone, and just be in for a wild ride. Oh, there's going to be nothing there. I'm checking for secret walls. No! No! Get off of it! No! Oh, well, he's still on it. He must be immune to explosions. That's good. I also think they changed how some of the items work, too, but I haven't been brave enough to go and seek out the ruby bracelet, which used to just make guns that you throw, like when you run out of ammo, you can hold the fire button to throw it. They made them explode on impact, which was, like, kind of neat, but also basically useless. So I never got it. But now, I guess they made it do a bunch more awesome, crazy things, and this is gonna be nice. Might be able to do an old king run, too. And apparently, it makes you immune to contact damage. Okay, do we want to buy a key? No thanks. We might buy those blanks. I wish he had ammo, especially in this mode. Because if we don't find any ammo, we're gonna... You know, I'm gonna save some of my ammo just in case. As much as I like using the strafe gun. I like it. He just, instead of reloading, he just tosses the gun. So satisfying. Yeah, but the Paradox is fun too. Like, just seeing what random stuff you get. And yeah, you have to pay credits to use them each time. Or them, I guess. But... Or it's, maybe? I don't know. That's... Whatever the Paradox is. Also, I have not found the boss yet. In situations like this, you just want to go straight for the boss. Which is why it also makes for good speedrunning, I think. Because who can find the boss the fastest, and... You don't need to find chests because they're pointless anyway. And hey, look! We found a secret! Whoop! Tricked ya! And the secret was just a waste of a blank, because he's like, I'm sitting on a chest. Yeah, I swear, if I spawn Junkan one of these times and he was like, "Whoa, nope, you're not getting Junkan," I'm gonna be so upset. Junkan, the little junk dude that gets stronger the more junk you have, is definitely best character 10 out of 10. And we're just gonna do big old Overlord. I also made a few, I almost called it slice of life upgrades. A few convenient, I can't think of the phrase right now. But as you can see, now that I'm kind of underneath the health bar, it's dimming for the boss, and then it just gets back to normal once you're away from it. Nice little touch. Ease of life. That doesn't sound right. What is that? Okay. And just like we feared, we are out of ammo. So we might need to pick up a second gun, as much as I want to stack crazy passives. And, you know, we might have to skip the Abbey, the secret bonus number 2 level, just because I might not have the firepower to kill. You know, that's fine. We don't get anything from beating the boss, but we do get a bunch of extra credits. So Gunslinger basically just paid for himself, which is nice. 128. Do I want to buy those blanks? Let's see. No, I don't, because I basically having to buy 2 blanks to carry it over. So I don't want to do that. Because if you have less than 2 blanks when you enter a new floor, you'll get 2 blanks. Or your blanks will be set to 2. And then here we go. We get our 3rd item, which will be... Oh, we could do the meme-tastic Casey. Blank bullets are fun. Helix bullets, always a good choice. This thing, the Emperor, nice. But memes say we gotta do clone. We gotta do clone. It's the memes, man. So there we go. So when we die, we will start over with everything that we've accumulated at the beginning of the Gungeon. And then we'll be able to do it all over again. So if you want to get a crazy run, finding a clone in your Rainbow Run chest, or just in general, is almost always a great time. Unfortunately, we don't have that much ammo, but that's fine. So we need to find the altar so we can deposit our crest if we want to go to the next area. Welcome back. You might have experienced a cut there, and if you didn't, then you're watching the full gameplay video. If not, you're watching my review video. Hi, thanks, like and subscribe. And this is the other, this is the really cool other extra area that they introduced into the game. And, you know, spoilers, obviously, but this whole thing has been spoilers, because I'm talking about the new update. So, basically, here's what you wanna do. You wanna give them 2 items. That's why we have the junk. And then you want to give him a master round. Goodbye! And I actually don't know, because I've already gotten the achievement, whether or not that will affect your ability to get the Lead God achievements. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Back in my day, you didn't have Rainbow Mode. You had to get Lead God by using Boss Rush. Or if you were lucky, getting a clone, but you couldn't rely on that. So here we go. Ooh. Huh. That's Wiggly Guns. Interesting. But I'm taking the Gundromeda strain. Weakens everything by like 25%. So that's good. And then welcome to the RNG department. And as you can see, they're like similar enemies, but they're all a little bit different. I kind of wish we could unlock these enemies for the rest of the Gungeon. You have your shotguns and your hats with little mustaches. You have bowlers on your bullets. You have Cactus Guy. that shoots spiky bullets. You have bullets that explode. Wearing those vests. You have snakes. So good. And because there's only one way through this, I already know the way, but I like running around killing everything else. Just because. So there's a lead maiden, except it's a fridge. Ooh, ammo. We were rewarded. A reward that I will happily accept. But it's just, I like running around like, basically, what's a big office space? I don't know what the heck that thing's supposed to be. Like a knight, I guess? Why is he in corporate bullet America? I don't know. You have weird bomb tube dogs that explode in fireworks. Like, the attack pattern's the same as enemies you're already familiar with. But, it's just neat. And you have this weird machine thing. And you can break this glass. Roll through the glass. Boom! Collateral damage. Worth. Big Satan books. And then a giant guy, he's like, eh, get out of here. And he shoots really big bullets. And that, killing him, upset the houseplant. And there's like a couple different models that the Mega Bullet can be. But it's just fun. Like, this is just really cool and fun. I thought about using my cheese in this area, but I think I'm going to use it in the next area instead. Because things get kind of chaotic. The little brain guys and weird monsters popping up. There's no reason to connect these, but I hit the connector anyway, just because I can. Just to full clear this floor, because it's just so much fun. And obviously the boss, the little cell creep guy, is the biggest attraction of this, which you get, I think you get, is it a random chest? I know I've gotten like a blue chest or maybe a green chest. And of course you get an item. And despite being in very good positions to beat him without taking damage, I have yet to actually beat him without taking. Yeah, so a chest would have spawned right there normally, but it didn't, because rainbow mode! So as you can see, like, the rainbow guy is kind of obnoxious. Oh, geez Pete's. Yeah, some of these patterns can get kind of cray. Oh, I thought we were done. Okay, now we're done. There we go. And then the boss is just up this ladder. So let's see. Let's switch to our Morning Star. And get ready for this.
You killed my master.
It has voice acting. That's something you don't expect. Cam Clark is Aghanim. That's right, the cell creep was Aghanim the whole time. Oh. Yeah. The number one reason why I take damage on this is, I think I took damage there, is I would like dodge, but I would dodge and fall like off the building, so. Actually, the Morningstar's not very good for this fight, because he's moving around a lot, and so you're not really hitting him, so. Maybe we just strafe, actually, let's go laser rifle. There we go. So yeah, that was rough, but hey, we get the map to this floor. Ooh, is there a secret? Nah, there's no secrets, darn. We'll heal back up. Yeah, a brown chest drops. So the chest must be random. Maybe it's based on how many times you get hit. I got hit a bunch there. I'll take my junk back, though. Thanks. Thanks! Let's see. Strife Gun or Morningstar? Maybe Morningstar. We'll see what we get. And then... we go back into that. So, yeah. The final Farewell to Arms update from, Dodge Roll for Enter the Gungeon. If you already like Enter the Gungeon, you're going to want to pick it back up. Because this is just amazingly fun. The stuff that they added to it, they added a little bit of challenge, but they've also added a lot of just like, hey, you've played this game a lot, right? Well, here you go, just go nuts. Like, everything that you've kind of wanted, you just, like, it's so good. It's really good. I love it, and I'm gonna keep playing it. So, and I'm gonna take the, let's see, I think the owl's the best one. The owl's a real hoot, know what I'm saying? So, if you like this and want to see more videos like this, be sure to like the video and subscribe, and, let me know if you subscribe, like, that this is the reason why you subscribe. Because I do a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff that you should also check out. There's some stuff on the screen probably popping up right now, I don't know. So, go check it out, watch my stuff, tell other people to watch my stuff, and make sure everyone's watching my stuff all of the time for the glory of Demonkind. Okay, now guys, this is going to be a super hard boss. We have to be careful, alright? It's going to be super duper hard, and... Oh my god! I'm sorry. That just tickles my funny bone so much. It's just way more than I ever expected to see spawn. Like, look at that. This is ridiculous. It's like, alright. Just look at it. There's so many missiles. He got wrecked. Oh my goodness.